to test. So yeah, these are just some grommets that just help with backfeeding, and they're just quick to install the rope in. So it's yeah, they're supposed to be, you know, the idea was that they're compatible with all carabiners that people use, and they're fairly cheap to print, and so reasonably accessible if you have the technology. And yeah, there's not much really to them. I mean, they'll never be as secure as a knot, and you know, if you're aiding, there's no reason you should ever use anything like this. And you know, if you're in terrain where there's good ledges and good stances, like definitely not a way to your heart's content. But they are supposed to be an improve on various systems for free climbing, just like you know, elastic bands that can break fairly easily and pollute the environment, and then you're left with nothing. And you know, just a bit easier than like slip hitch or something like that. So it's the idea is it's, you know, it's fairly, it's like a kind of um, middle lane reliability, not reliability, but definitely better than elastic band reliability, and won't pollute anything, and it's quick. That's the main thing. This is probably the quickest method. So I'll have a little look at that. Here's a bit of rope. This just hangs up, and so you just clip it in and then just pop it in there, and that's it. That's job done. So wherever you move, the rope moves with you, and it aligns the rope where you want it. So on the spine of the carabiner. I've done quite a bit of falling, probably too much falling with this system, and so far the rope hasn't popped out of this at all, which is kind of what I was expecting when I first designed it. So it seems, you know, it does a pretty good job actually. I'm alright with this. Another thing you got to consider is like pitch length, is how much weight these can actually take before they start slipping. So with this one here, let's have a look. This is just you know, this is just, we got about 10 meters 10 meters of rope, which is, you know, if you're just doing single pitch stuff, that's fine. Especially, and you just kind of, you know, pop it in there, and that's supporting that without any problem. It's really up to you to sort of check how many grams of weight it can support, because obviously if you set this a little bit higher up, then it might be slightly easier to clip, but you're going to lose a bit of friction. In terms of friction, what you do is this is how it looks when you get them back from the printers, or if you're printing yourself. You get these little grommet stackers here, and a lever, and the lever is the bit that's pinching the rope. All these do is add friction, so that when the rope's pushing against the lever, it doesn't slide up the spine of the carabiner. So this is one on just a little Lucon carabiner, slightly larger DMM something or other, and this one here I haven't tried it with. It's just it's a fairly large carabiner, like a black diamond hot wire. So yeah, we'll just show you how to install this. So you just, yeah, we'll go for, you know, just for the sake of it, we'll just put 2 stackers on. Oh, you push them on there. It's nice and stiff. So obviously, like, you know, you are kind of multiplying friction when you add more and more of these on. So you can see one of them is not so easy to slide. You know, 2's harder, 3's harder, 4's harder again. You could, you know, you could choke the whole carabiner with 5 of them if you like. But I think the consensus has been with the people on the test team that sort of 2 to 3's pretty normal. I use 3, but you could use more, you could use less if it works for you. If it doesn't work, you might be in a position where you suddenly lose, you know, yeah, you lose your friction. Alright, so going for number 3 there, 2 there. So push them a little bit further up, and then the lever. Now I've had a complaint that these are difficult to install, and the reason they're difficult to install is because you need friction here. So if this just popped on and slid around really easily, then it would probably be a concern. Yeah. So I'd look at that now and say that's got to come down a little bit. I think that's probably too far away. And maybe it looks a bit nicer. Maybe nicer again. And then I'll push those stackers down. And then we can just check to see how that is to clip. Might be, I don't know, pop that on a dog bone. And that's fine. And that's doing the job. You can check how much weight it holds. Yeah, that's 10 meters of rope, so that's pretty good. I mean, if it's a sport climb or something, like, it's not often you have 10 meters of just live hanging rope. And usually there's a little bit of movement, a little bit of friction as it's going through carabiners below it, unless it's some crazy run out thing. But yeah, I think that's the main thing in terms of clipping. Like, there's, okay, that just be hanging there. You can just pop it like that, or alternatively, if there's a rock or something behind you, you could just push it against the rock and lock it in there. So yeah, I mean, these have been getting used fairly extensively for about a bit over a year now, and everyone's pretty happy. So it is what it is.